you about our school's terrible floorball tournament. If you don't know what floorball is, it's just basically hockey, but no ice. And if you don't know what hockey is nor floorball, then that's not my problem after that. So, our school's floorball tournament, because it's our school, there were 6 teams, but there were 6 teams, which I'm just gonna draw them now. 6 teams like that. 4D, my class. 4C. 5D. 5C. 6A. 6B. And do not ask how come the 6 grids have B's, A and B's instead of D and C's. I don't know why. So, basically this tournament was an absolute disaster. So like I said, there were 6 classes in my school, and each of these classes had to choose a team. The 4th graders, here's the other thing went. The gym teacher, who we will call Stephen, he would tell us okay, who wants to be in the tournament, and then kids would put their hands up saying oh, I do, and I was one of those kids, because even though I'm not the greatest at sports, I still enjoy doing them a lot. So I was one of those kids. Yeah. I was one of those kids. So, on the day of the tournament, our playing field looked like this. The audiences would be standing here, or, sitting and standing. And then this area over here, no one would go there because why? I don't even think you were allowed to. The referees, who I will get to in a minute because they are a major part of the story, would be sitting there. Then you would have, for example, one team the 5th grade there and the 6th grade here. So get it. So, let me talk about the first match. The first match that our team was playing against was against the 6th graders. I don't know if it was A or B. And because we were 2 years younger than them, we began with, 2 extra points. But, because they were older and faster than us, they ended up beating us 6-2. Yeah, our team wasn't the greatest at it. If you don't know how to play floorball, then this is a formation. You will have 1 goalie, 2 backs, and then 3 people up front. Same for the other team. So that's basically how it works. Most of the time, I was either right back or right forward. I don't care if I got that wrong, but I was in that position. We were sitting here. And I'll have to admit, I'll say I was one of the best on my team. Not bragging or anything. Actually, yes, I am. I'll say this. There were 6 amazing players on a team. Me, I was one of them. Then I won't actually say any of their names, so let's just create one. Okay. Theo was one of the good ones. I need names. David. Oh my god, this is harder than I thought. Wait, actually, scratch that. Wait, scratch that. Sorry, there were only 5 greats. Then there was, oh my god, creating names just right off the bat is hard. Phil. And then there was, my god. Why do I do this? Maya. Or okay, Meg. These were the 5 greats. The 5 greats on our team. Also, nobody in my class is called these names, except David. But I will actually talk about the real David in another video. So, yeah. But now let me tell you about our second match, which was rigged. By rigged, I mean the other team cheated, being the 5th graders. They cheated and they didn't get any penalties, even though they were cheating in broad daylight. And now that I actually think about it, I have a theory that okay, what should I say? The people giving out the points, the referee, okay, of course the referee was in the middle, but the people giving out points were actually helping the 5th graders, because we did one goal. Okay, we began with 1 point and they began with 0. But we ended up, and in the end the results were 3-6, I believe. Actually, no, scratch that. 8. But the thing was, when we did 2 goals, when our players were running, celebrating, I was this guy over here, we'll say, because I was, when we were running. The referee, this ref over here, okay, this is something completely else, but the referee, she looked like mad that we got a point, that us 4th graders got a point, which would have been okay if it wasn't for the fact that they began cheering when the 5th graders did points. I mean, got points. I mean, that would have been okay, but the thing is, that's just even more suspicious, because you're getting angry at us for when we're getting points, but you're cheering for them when they're getting points. Yeah, it was all just so suspicious. But the worst part about it all was the 5th graders' audience. Because whilst we were trying our absolute hardest, these guys, these literal devils, were shouting things like, your team plays like shit. I'll say that right now. Team plays like shit. Give up, you will suck. Like, they were actually they were insulting us. I mean, like, their teachers were just like chatting in the background. They weren't doing anything else. They weren't actually screaming at these kids to like shut their mouths, because they should have. And the referees, they didn't do anything. The referee and the people giving out points, they didn't do anything. They just said, "Oh, not our problem. They can do whatever they want. They should deal with it." Oh my god, was it annoying putting up with that. Now let me talk about how their team was treating. Okay, so like I said, we had a goalie here. Every team has a goalie. And yes, they would save our shots. But the thing was, the 5th graders actually got +1 point because they missed a shot. You heard that right. Because they missed a shot, they got a point. That was stupid because they would do this. Like, this guy here would shoot and he would miss. But then he would have like 2 guys standing so that nobody could see the ball. And then his team and the audience, who were pro 5th graders, would all be like, yay, good job, go this guy, go him. You're like, wow. So then the literal blind referee and people who were giving out points just said +1 points to the 5th graders. And that wasn't all. It wasn't all. They actually began injuring our players. Like, they would run up to our players if they had the ball, and they would literally just bam them right. They would literally run into people and hit them. And yes, like I said, the blind, naive people who were giving out points and referees didn't care about that. Like, oh my god. So then, when the match came to a close, we had lost both rounds. The 4th grade, 4D, was out of the tournament. So then, when we walked out, notably all of us were pissed, especially the players, having to actually get shouted at, booed at, hit, and just, it was completely rude. So, like I said, wait, oh my god, what a great time to be filming. But the last round was going to be in about 15 minutes. So, all of our players went out, and we were angry, like we were shouting for the next 15 minutes until it was time to go back in to see the 6th graders play against the 5th graders. Notably, everyone was pro 6th graders. Yay! Boo to the 5th graders. Boo. Boo to the 5th graders. Yeah. Everyone in our team was like that. To the point where all of the boys would just be screaming. Like, I mean, screaming at the 5th graders to go, like, die and, like, stop trying, you will lose, you all suck. And because, yes, the rules that we had said if you were a year younger, then you would begin with well, an extra point depending on how younger you were. The 5th graders began with, oh my god, the 5th graders began with 1 point to 0. The worst thing happened at the very end. At the end of this, the 5th graders won, meaning that now they had won the tournament. And after that, all of their players and the audience just came up to us and began screaming like, "Ha! You guys suck! You bet on the wrong people! You all suck! You go die! You're all losers!" Oh, and then did something happen? Yeah, something kind of happened after that. Something kind of happened. Yeah, something kind of happened after. And then it was time for the 5th graders to play against the teachers. And guess who won? Yeah, it was the teachers, of course. Go die, 5th graders. Okay, I don't actually mean that. Just if you were actually doing something bad against us, then you can go die. Nothing else? Yeah, then nothing wrong. Also, fun fact, our seniors, or our teachers, have never been beaten before. Ever. We've done this, like, tons of times before. And they've never lost a single match. It was only this one time where, in the end, I think it was, like, 1-1. So it was a tie. So technically, they didn't lose nor win. So they've never lost. Oh my god. And also, our teacher was playing on the teacher's team, and seeing how much we despise the 5th graders and was happy he actually won against them, like, literally everyone went up to, like, congratulate him. There was a swarm of our classes around him saying, like, yay, good job, let's go! So, yeah, that's it. I don't want to go next year.